Honestly, I think you should rename Gore World Chantelverse. Because who else is in Gore World? Like, does anyone even still talk about Amberlynn? Actually, yes, I think she has specific reaction. Who are some Amberlynn reaction channels?
Am I a joke to you?
Nurse, clear my schedule.
Hello everybody. In today's video, for the low introductory price of absolutely nothing, I am going to be talking to you about Amberlynn Reid, calling me out on Instagram. Where else are you going to get the price of free? Let me know. I will wait. Where else can you get such amazing prices in this economy? That was the repeating guy. So, Amberlynn is talking about me on Instagram. Isn't this a surprise? It's like the best clip ever.
Isn't this a surprise?
So we're going to be looking at Amber's Q&A and what she has to say about me. I just wanted to say something. If someone leaves a comment disagreeing with me or asking for clarification, I try my very best to answer. And you guys know that I really try my best to answer a lot of you guys' comments when you comment. In general, I have a policy. I've adapted it, whenever I wanted. But I adapted this policy where I do not respond, however, to just negative comments that are just like trashing me or whatever, simply because I've noticed that people will not even see your side and they'll just repeat theirs. I am the one that does all the repeating here. So, in general, I would never answer comments like this because, first of all, well, there's one really kind of negative comment, and all the other ones, you see Amber show you who she is. I love me some Amberlynn Reid. But, in general, do not be expecting me to clarify this or anything because it's just not true. If somebody comes here and says, Karina makes wonderful videos, that is not true. Take it back.
Yeah, that's the truth anyway.
So my point is that I will not be answering just comments that are just trashing me or just saying things that are not true about me, but I will make an exception because my entertaining, most favorite, most riveting YouTuber, Amberlynn Reid, is picking questions about yours truly. Everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take anything I say seriously. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, about public figures, what they're choosing to make public. I'm not comparing the public figures to you or what they're doing. These are usually individual situations that I'm talking about that are less likely to reoccur again and again, unless of course you get a Kermit. So please do not go out of your way to leave these individuals that we're talking about any mean-spirited negative comments. Please don't go to their channels and bother them, okay? We're having an entertainment discussion, and I always urge you to be as kind as possible in my comment section and in other people's. All right, so let's just take a look at what our girl is saying about me. Jordy makes a joke about her weight in almost every video. Alex and Karina are the only ones who never mention size. Okay, I don't know if Jordy is making these jokes in every single video. I don't have the time or the ability to watch every single video every single YouTuber reaction channel is making. So I don't know if this is true or not. So it is true that I don't mention anybody's weight or size or looks. I think it is superficial and hurtful. And I think that people should be judged on their character instead of things like looks. And I've always said that, and this is why I've always supported Amberlynn and always defended her against people who do this to her. It's wrong, and that's just my opinion. And I'm sure Alex doesn't mention her weight or size. Okay, so Amber says, I just want you to take a look at Amber's response. So there's nothing that she can say about it. Amber knows that I would never shame her for what she's eating or shame her for the way that she looks, and I think it's wrong. She knows my style of commentary, right? So instead of being I've never felt shamed by Alex or Karina, I've never felt shamed by Karina, instead of saying anything positive at all, notice what she says. Jay is disgusting, meaning Jordy. So if you feel that Jordy is such a horrible person, why did you go ahead and leave him tons of voice notes saying that he reminds you of a friend that you had, who you missed dearly and who you loved and all that stuff. So was your friend also disgusting? I just don't understand. You try to befriend him, you try to buddy with him, and now he's terrible. Okay.
I think I have a love-hate relationship with you because you remind me of someone who used to be my best friend. You remind me of someone who was literally family to me.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
I don't understand how it's even remotely funny to make fat jokes. And then she completely ignores the positive statement about me or Alex. But I mean, this is clearly about me, because she'll never say like anything positive. Like, I say positive stuff about her all the time. She just doesn't have it in her to say anything. It's not even that it's positive or negative, because I think all human beings should be treating each other with respect and not like stooping down to like high school insults about, looks and whatever. But it's just like she can't answer the actual question. She says kicking geese is the worst though. She calls me names, makes fun of my health, and says horrible things about my body. Everyone is okay with it though. I have no idea what Kicking Geese is doing nowadays, because I have not had the time to watch. I don't know if this is true or not. And so, Amber, since you mentioned Kicking Geese uses all of your content, like she uses all of your videos, but she's allowed. So let me see if I can get this straight. Zachary Michael is not allowed at all whatsoever to use your content, even though Zach doesn't shame you supposedly for the way that you look. You're claiming that Kicking Geese does, but she is allowed to use your content. This is the hypocrisy. Some channels are allowed to use Amber's content, like Kicking Geese, even though she is putting all these claims against her, like, oh, Kicking Geese is mean to me. But Zach, who's not mean to you, is not allowed to use your content. Make it make sense. It's called Zach is getting more views, and in your opinion, stealing your views and money. So she doesn't even respond to the statement about me or Alex, because she knows it's true. And if she says, yeah, that's true, it's just too much for her to admit that some people treat her like a human being. Okay, so I don't know if any of this other stuff is true or not, and I don't know. I can't make a statement when I haven't watched it, because I just don't have the time to watch everybody else. Okay. So this next one is very interesting. I want to tell you something. I find that there are two types of people that say this type of stuff. First of all, just in general, before we get to that, the internet is made up of people. And there's like a small group of people for every creator that don't care about them and don't like them. And I totally understand that. And I'm totally open to criticism, as far as I get that people are not going to like everybody. You don't have to like me. You don't have to enjoy my videos. I totally get that. What I don't understand, right? And I never understood this. And to be honest with you, Amber goes through this. Every reaction channel goes through this. Everybody goes through this, right? What happens is people will make up a story. Okay, they'll make up a story about you, and they'll share it with the internet, with the hopes that the internet and the people that don't know what happened will believe them about you, and the story won't be true. They'll make up a wild lie about you, say that you did something that you did not do. And then they're just doing that in the hopes of, some people just don't care for you because of the way that other people love you, and they want to change their minds. Here's the thing. You can criticize me for plenty of things that I'm not the best at, because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. But to continuously, and I've been through this for such a long time that, as you can see, I'm pretty calm about it. This is a part of being a public figure. I cashed the check. This is okay. It's okay for people to say this. This is even the mildest thing. It's okay. This is a part of the industry. It's a part of the entertainment business. It's certainly a part of being a public figure. People continuously make up stories about you that never happened. They're reading This Never Happened magazine. It's one of my favorites. I know Amber has a lifetime subscription. Kermit's have a subscription too. So this is definitely a part of the job. This is okay. I'm totally okay with responding to this, simply because Amberlynn has, posted this. I'll respond to it. I've talked about it before. It's not like here's the one thing I could say, and this is for all creators who get stories being made about them. Here's the thing. My advice, when you don't like somebody, I still have to interject and say, when you don't like somebody, you could say, I don't care for their videos. I think their videos are bad. I just don't like them. And actually list factual reasons. Karina repeats herself sometimes and has too many Kermits, or I just don't like her style of videos. Whatever the case may be, give actual valid reasons. Creating a story that never happened, just honestly, my opinion, it takes away from the credibility of everything you're going to say afterwards. And on the internet, you want credibility. But this is a part of the job. Okay, very, very good with me. It's fine. You can say whatever you want. I cashed the check, so I get it. Karina isn't an angel, though. Never said I was an angel. Not sure what we're talking about here. When did somebody say I was an angel? Remember when she clickbaited about you lying about your cancer? My memory sucks. I actually don't remember that. But if she did that, that's repulsive.
I bet you're a lot of fun at parties.
So the reason that Amberlynn doesn't remember that is because this person is reading This Never Happened magazine, page 75, paragraph doesn't doesn't occur, never happened. This did not happen. Let's just be actually talking about what's going on and what did happen. I used to talk about people that made makeup videos. For example, I used to talk about Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn, Nikki Tutorials, I used to talk about totally different people. When Amberlynn Reid was diagnosed with cancer, I wasn't even in the community. I would watch Amber's videos and the community's videos, but I wasn't in the community. So for the first year that she was sick, I wasn't making any videos about it. I was talking about Jaclyn Hill, Jaclyn, okay? Then when I came into the Girlverse, Amberverse, and Chantalverse and started talking about these two people, I never monetized her cancer, and I never made videos about it. And there were plenty of times that I could have done that when she had numerous arguments and called out Nikocado Avocado and that whole drama. I never talked about it. The first time that I ever brought this up, when I felt compelled as a drama channel to talk about it, because Amberlynn Reid blamed her cancer diagnosis on Becky and not getting help on Becky, her ex, which is preposterous and ludicrous, okay? That's when I made a few videos about it, because Becky responded to Amberlynn and said, Amberlynn is saying that I didn't. Amber said she refused to take me to the hospital when I had cancer. Becky said, that's not true. I took her to the hospital 20 minutes after she asked. I made a video saying, well, Becky's saying that you're lying about this story. How is that clickbait? Becky said Amber was lying about Becky not taking her to the hospital. I repeated what Becky was saying. How is this clickbait? Okay. Now, so never talked about you being ill. Don't talk about your food. Don't talk about your torrid try-on hauls. Don't talk about your weight. Don't talk about looks. In fact, Amberlynn, you've got the right one here. Amberlynn knows that I don't degrade her based on looks or weight or clothes or food or any of that stuff that, honestly is what like that a lot of people have done that. Like in her comment section, all that stuff. So she has nothing to say, so she picks this question. I never said ever that Amberlynn was lying about her cancer. That is honestly, I know why people are doing that, because they want to create a lie that would make you dislike me. You're a bit late for that. People already dislike me, and not because of that.
Just lost your chance at a... Quiet, you.
You're making that up. It's a lie. I have always, in my comments section, defended Amberlynn and said the exact opposite. If you don't know, what it's like to be a public figure, and if you want to see a lesson in it, here it is. People are saying that I'm pretending that, she never had cancer. No, I always defend her. Exact opposite is true. Always people come here and say, we don't believe Amber was sick, and I say, yeah, she's a liar, but she's not lying about that. I have defended Amberlynn so many times on my channel, saying, she did not lie about being ill. She definitely was ill. This is something that she was honest about. I never said that she was lying about being ill. Becky said that she lied about the cancer story, and I repeated that statement because that's what my video was about. I never clickbaited her cancer the way Amber has. Amber has actually made a video stating thyroid cancer, making people believe that she had it, and she didn't. That's something that she made up. Okay. This goes into a deeper story of what is clickbait on this platform. A good example of a person that uses clickbait is Amberlynn. Here is a video titled, I'm going to marry her, Starbucks haul. In the video, when you watch it, there's a Starbucks haul. There's not a single mention of her marrying her girlfriend. This video says that you're going to marry your girlfriend. It clearly states that you will talk about marrying your girlfriend, and you never do. This video should be struck. Honestly, this is against the terms of service. I'm not telling you to report her, but what I am saying is Amber's constantly being accused of clickbait because she does it. And to be fair, the girl admits it. She admits it. She says, she has a video where she says that she will continue to clickbait, that people need to get over it, that this is YouTube and everybody does it. Everybody does not do it. Now, here is why did I bring all of this up? Okay. So there is a situation that's going on YouTube where there's two types of people that are saying that, that I clickbaited something. There is the people that just don't understand or want to care about the actual definition of clickbait, and they believe that they know what clickbait is. And there's people that are trolling. First of all, trolling day is Thursday on my channel. You're a bit early. So this is the same idea as people that come here and say that I have a 10-minute intro, 20-minute intro, 5-minute intro. I don't. The intro to this video is 22 seconds. The fact that I have to introduce what the video is about is basic human decency, that every single reaction, you show me one reaction channel that is a commentator that doesn't introduce what the video is about. No one would ever know what the video is about then, okay? So these are the same people that are going around and saying, oh, you know, her video is very long. I understand you're trolling. Trolling is Thursdays. You know, like I said, wait your turn on Thursday. The other type is people that believe that like me saying Becky said you lied about it is clickbait. Okay. We've gone through the terms of service. What clickbait means on YouTube, the actual rule, not what clickbait may mean to you. That's fine that you have a different definition of what my boss says. That's cool. But this is what clickbait means on YouTube. Titling your video in a misleading way to make your audience believe that the video is about one thing when it's about something else. When I say that Becky, I don't remember the exact title that it was, but Becky, says that Amber lied about the cancer story that she said. That's exactly what Becky said. Becky said, it's not true. I took you 20 minutes after you were asking. Amber says she refused to take her at all. One of these people is lying. I would think that Becky, who doesn't have a history of lying, is the one that's telling the truth versus Amber, who has made a lot of monetized content saying she's a habitual liar. My point here is this. I will always title the video with the exact thing that the video is about, which is not clickbait. Clickbaiting would be saying Justin Bieber said that Amber lied. Like, my video is not about that. I titled the video exactly what the person says. That's not clickbait. Clickbait, literally titling your video about what the other person said. So you're just repeating what they said is literally what the video is about. Titling a video, thyroid cancer, and I'm going to marry her, and never mentioning that you have thyroid cancer, and never mentioning that you're going to marry her at all. That is the definition of clickbait. Amber admits to doing clickbait. I don't, because I'm not going to admit to something that I am not doing. And I understand that this is a trolling mechanism. So basically, Amber, you believe that my actions are repulsive, right? Okay.
So if you guys didn't know, this is probably around the time that her and Becky made the video sobbing on camera and then released the GoFundMe in question.
Thing I want to do, since you just got out of surgery, I don't want to cause any more stress onto you, onto Becky, onto anyone in your family, onto myself, because that's just not going to fix anything.
This is just, it's not the time, Amberlynn. It's definitely not the time.
Just tired of the added drama onto my YouTube, and tired of the added drama onto my YouTube. And
this woman is recovering from surgery. Do you think that she really cares about your YouTube channel?
I have asked how you're doing. I have been there in that sense. And, we don't have to really go down the line of, oh, you didn't message me, because I can say the same about you, where not once have you thanked me personally for the money I was going to give you. I was going to give you.
Did you guys hear that? She said the money that I was going to give you.
Thank you to Alex Ashok. He's my source for this. Karina Kaboom is really milking these Q&As and other unnecessary videos recently.
Look at me.
I don't think I've watched a single video of hers since my live stream era. Let's address what Amber said, and then we'll address the question. Amberlynn, that's fine that you don't watch my videos. I can even believe you, even though most people here know it's not true. If you don't watch my videos, I really appreciate that. The best thing that you actually want if you make videos about Amber is for her not to watch them. Okay, so thanks for not watching. I appreciate the non-view. It's a little interesting that I've said for a long time that you should get a hand massager pretty much, and made a joke. We loved, we lost, we used hand massagers, and by magic, obviously magic isn't even getting involved in the right way, so I don't even like it when magic gets involved, okay, at this point. By magic, you got a hand massager, but you don't watch my videos, fine. Okay, Amber's not entitled, she's not forced into watching my videos, don't watch it, okay. If you don't believe that she watches my videos, okay. As far as what the person has said, this is a good time to respond to this because it will never be in my comment section, but I'll say it now here. We'll try to keep this video up and, so you could come back to this if you have this question. In fact, the next time somebody says this, I will probably send them this video with a timestamp of me responding to this because this happens all the time. Okay. So in every single community, and just not in this one, okay? It's not just happening in the Amber community. It happened to me before, and it happens to lots of people. When there is a community of people talking about a similar topic, what happens is one person is for some reason not allowed to make it. And by the way, I'd just like to point out, making videos about Amber's Q&As is not really a controversial or even noteworthy thing. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I'm not doing anything really special. But what I've noticed is, now listen, considering, and we have to suspend reality. If Amberlynn wrote this question herself, then it doesn't matter. If we assume that Amberlynn did not write her own question, because my opinion that I'm allowed to have is Amber writes her own questions a lot of the time, not all of them. If this person is really truly existing and they're out there, I'd like to respond to you personally. I guarantee you that you're not going to go to the other reaction channels who are making videos or are going to make videos on Amber's Q&As and say the same thing to them, because I'm apparently not allowed to make this video, but other reaction channels are. What does that mean? I'm reminded of a sonnet by Jacqueline Hill Shakespeare. In the past, 5 people would make the same Jacqueline Hill video, but I would be the only one that was criticized for it because you see everyone else is allowed to make the same video except for me. This is no different here. What I've noticed is, see, here's the thing. Instead of just saying, I don't like your content and I won't watch it, which is I would say the proper way to address something you don't like or someone you don't like on the internet. People have to this is a fine criticism. They feel that you know what, I just make unnecessary videos about her Q&A. Okay. It's kind of, I mean, it's criticism, right? Okay. So I'm totally here to take it. The only question that I have is, but I am a mathematical Pokemon Go Kermit, commentary drama channel. And I've been a commentary channel since 2016. What are you talking about? This is my job here. So I provide commentary on a variety of different topics, including Pokemon Go, including, public figures. So since this is literally the job that I have here, it is literally my job to talk about what Amber and Foodie Beauty are doing. It's interesting that this person is not talking about the fact that Amber has a bunch of adoring fans on her videos asking her to please make content, and she has said she's on a hiatus and she won't make videos. Translation, January and February are bad money months. YouTubers do not get paid a lot, so she's just not going to make the videos. You don't want to talk about the fact that I have to make these videos about her Q&As because she refuses to upload content, which is her job. Amberlynn Reid refuses to do her job. You don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about that I am milking. How can you milk something that's your job? Tomorrow, when you go to work, if you're a teacher or a doctor, are you milking the patients? Are you milking teaching the students? Are you milking a painting if you're an artist? This is literally the job. This woman refuses to do her actual job, which is to make videos. So since I do commentary on her and Foodie Beauty and Pokemon Go, I am going to be talking about whatever she's talking about as her Instagram Q&A. So my response to this is that, and I really want to drive this point home. I have noticed that the criticism that I get is not at all what the other people get. I have seen plenty of reaction channels make videos on Amber's Q&As, and I've went through their comment section, unless they're just not, maybe it's just not coming up or I didn't see it. I am the only person that gets criticized for milking anything. Are you going to the other reaction channels and saying this? It's the same idea. 5 people make a Jacqueline Hill video. I'm the only bad one for making the same video. No, that's really not the way that it works. In order for me to really here's the thing, I don't take anything seriously because this is a part of the job. This is a really good part of the job, by the way, being criticized, because it gives you more content and it gives you an interaction with the audience. And honestly, I don't mind it because it doesn't matter. It's a part of the job. You cash the check, you have to be criticized. Cool. I'm very happy that people talk about me some more. It's a positive thing. I understand, to be fair, that you believe that I'm milking it, but other people will talk about these, like everybody in the community, even if they don't make a video, but they post it or they reference it, everyone is going to talk about Amber's Q&A. How I am separated from the rest of the community as milking it is really confusing to me, because I'm not doing anything that everybody else isn't doing. But for some reason, the criticism that I get is not what the rest of the community would get. I'm not doing anything wrong. This is my job. And honestly, if you believe that Amberlynn Reid refusing to actually do her job is somehow better than me actually showing up to mine, then maybe you need 700 Kermits. By the way, some people ask me where to get Kermits on Amazon. One more point, and I always say this about Amber's videos, and I always give this advice to Amber, and this is a good example. I'm glad that this happened to show Amber that she's not the only person that goes through this. I am not going to ever be treated the same way as the other reaction channels, just like Amberlynn is not ever going to be treated the same way as other YouTubers. This is proof of what I've always say in my videos. People on this website are not treated the same, Amberlynn. Everyone is different. And the only difference between me and Amber is Amber compares herself to celebrities and multimillionaires, and I compare myself to my contemporaries. So here is my question to Amberlynn. If people that are literally in the same exact position and are doing the same exact job as me, and we're all treated differently on this website, right? How can you possibly expect to be treated the same as a person who is not your contemporary, a person who is literally having millions and millions and millions of more followers and is not in the same like YouTube position as you? It's like I'm showing you that people that literally have the same job are all treated differently, which is what I always say on YouTube. People are not treated the same. But Amber compares her job to people that are actually doing their job when she's taking hiatuses. And Amber compares herself to people that are millionaires and have millions and millions of followers. No matter who you are, that's the general point here. No matter, even if you're comparing yourself to people that you can compare yourself to, people that are literally just like you, or you're comparing yourself to people that are in a totally different position than you. On YouTube, no one is treated fairly, and no one is actually treated the same, which has always been my point when I make these criticisms and commentaries towards Amber. I hope I just proved it with my own self. Everything I say towards Amber and the advice that I give towards Amber, it's true for me too. Okay, so let's just continue with Amberlynn's Q&A. Noticing how haters claim they don't like you for personality, then attack your weight here. It's abhorrent. Yes, yes, yes. You know, the people that talk about Amber's weight, you're doing yourself and her a disservice. First of all, you're not judging her properly on her character and the things that she does to other people. Superficial things don't matter. Your heart and the way that you treat other people and kindness matters. And you know, your character matters, right? And also, you're just giving Amberlynn more ammunition to say that her actions are not disliked, but superficial stuff is disliked. The majority of the people that criticize Amber, public figure Amberlynn Reid, are doing so simply because of her actions. Kicking Geese has become unwatchable now because she is so cruel, mean girl syndrome. She's truly horrible, and to think I actually used to like her a few years ago. Okay, so if you're getting questions about people you don't like, why are you answering them, right? Like if I get questions about people that I don't care for, I would never bring it up. Also, I just like to point something out, right? I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying this. Why is Kicking Geese allowed to use your content, but Zachary Michael isn't? Why do you treat everybody so differently, Amberlynn? Are you getting insurance or inpatient care? I have insurance. I got new insurance this year, and it's great insurance, but doesn't cover inpatient. It doesn't matter. Amberlynn Reid will never go to inpatient because, in my opinion, she enjoys her life too much. In my opinion, she believes her girlfriend would not stay with her while she was an inpatient, and I don't think she wants to change her life. I think Amberlynn is exactly happy the way that she is. You know how I know that? She doesn't change anything, and she has all the money she wants. She has all the time off she wants, and she gets girlfriends all the time. She has partners. Why should she change anything? I've noticed a lot of your responses are defensive. Why do you think you do that? Because 99% of the stuff I get on here is BS and I have to defend myself. I don't come on here for this, but it's literally all I see. And I want to finish with this. Okay, here's the thing. I've said this before. Okay. I should do merch saying repeating is my thing, get over it. Like Amber's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clickbait. I should be like, I'm gonna repeat it. No, but at least I didn't say it in this video. Look, here's the bottom line. You come on here, Amberlynn, and you feel the need to defend yourself as if you're some other person, as if you're not Amber from YouTube who has, left very harassing voice notes to Becky's mom, as if you're not Amber from YouTube who has said that you're trying to find your sympathy bone for narc alerts and other human beings heart attack. You have to understand something, Amber, and this is genuine advice. If I was Amber's friend in real life, I would tell you this advice, honey. When you come onto Instagram, you're going to be treated exactly the way that you have built your reputation up on YouTube. Like, for example, if I go on Instagram, right, there was times that I had an Instagram, during different times of like my YouTube stuff, right? When I used to do beauty drama, like I would get vastly different messages, right? Than when I changed the way I did my content. People respond to you differently when you put out different content, and the way that you speak to people and about people matters, Amberlynn. If you want to stop defending yourself and you want to get different messages and you want people to treat you differently, it starts with you. Make a change in how you treat others, your viewers, the people in your life. Stop talking about Becky. Stop harassing people. Stop trying to take away other YouTubers' jobs around the holiday like you did with Apathetic Facts last year. Stop copyright striking. Stop threatening to copyright strike. Stop saying that people are stealing your content when it's not even in TOS. My point here is this. If you don't want to constantly defend yourself, you need to change the way you behave on YouTube. So gradually, you'll build a new audience, or at the very least, your older audience will change the way that they look at you. Change doesn't start with other people. It starts with you changing your behavior. And then if you're lucky, other people will change theirs. I am proof of that because, I've changed my behavior several times, and I can tell you what I've seen, okay? In my experience, when you change your behavior, the behavior of others will change. Now, it's not going to magically change. We love when magic gets involved. Get your own channel. It's not going to change as far as where, it's changing drastically. No, it takes time. But people won't start treating you differently with the same behavior that you present. Also, if you don't want to defend yourself, Amberlynn, don't defend yourself. Just don't defend yourself. Move on. I wish Amberlynn all the possible best. Stay tuned for more Q&A drama coming very, very soon. I want to thank you guys so very much for listening to me, so very much for watching me. I really appreciate it. I wish you and Amberlynn, our most entertaining favorite YouTuber that we miss on YouTube so much, all the best. If you enjoyed today's video, check out this video. It's going to pop up here. You may enjoy it. You may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, leave it a dislike. Leave it a like. Do whatever you want. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Jonathan, hey, how you doing? You just gonna come up to me? Jonathan, how's Frank? Excuse me. Personal space. Call you out by your first name and last. Squirrels forever. Do you know YouTube? Are you monetized?